Alright, and back we have the brutal ultimate doom. Of course we are back, but unfortunately I forgot to save on the previous, when quitting the previous session. So here we are again trying to kill this, Hell? No, not Hell Knights, what's their name? The Barons of Hell. Of course you can call me Hauffman as always, but I think you already know about that if you've been watching all the episodes up until now. We are going to, let me see here, I think I'm not going to waste my rocket launchers on them. Instead, this dual plasma rifle should be just enough to get rid of all this pesky Barons of Hell. We are currently on the special map, or the secret map, or the extra map, I don't know how I would like to call it, which is the Forces of Mystery. I don't know what it's called for the Forces of Mystery. I mean, Doom is a very mysterious game already, and just look at the shape of this of this map. Now, isn't that very mysterious? Well, that's the only thing I can find out about this map being mysterious. Yes, the shape or something. But okay, Doom is a mysterious game. I think I've told you somewhere in the previous episodes. Then it's okay to call this level mysterious, even though I don't know why especially mysterious would this level be. Why would this level be especially mysterious? It's just as mysterious as the... Let's give those guys some... oh, there's a lot of those meatballs in there. Let's give them some rocket launchers to the face. It's a good way to deal with meatball infestation. Either that or you can eat them. That's not the kind of meatballs we are talking about here, is it? We're already here, guys. We hang in there. The 9 level. I think we went off to this. I don't quite remember which episode we were previously. In order to get to the 9th level, which is the extra level. But if you want to find out how to get to this special level, I'm not going to pick this up now because I'm pretty much by 200 armor anyway, so it's kind of a waste. If you want to know how to get to this special level, go back to the previous episode, watch it, and then you'll see what I had to do in order to get in here on this mysterious level, the Forces of Mystery. Now, who the hell is this to you? You are freaking Baron of Hell. Who would be strong enough to do that to him? Well, probably just a cyber demon, or I don't know, perhaps demon, the devil itself. Oh, look, there's something here. How do I activate this? Oh, like this. How about just trying to press it? A secret, really. That doesn't sound like no secret. It's very, very obvious to be a secret. Anyway, we were trying to talk about... no, I'm not going to speak that there because it seems I've killed all the monsters. Can you see up there on the upper left side of the map? I killed everybody. Got all the secrets, so better just get all my health and all my armor up to 100%, well, 200%, and be done with it. Wow, this map is really short though, isn't it? Look at this, it's only like 2 rooms and this thing here, with a lot of keys to pick up, one next to each other. I'm not sure what's with that, but that's it. This level complete, mission accomplished. We can't go home yet, but we can't stay here either. Anyway, we were talking about what was it? Story, wasn't it? And I told you that I didn't think that Doom had story to begin with. Well, it does have a story, but it doesn't really matter. That was a very fast shot from you, Mr. Meatball, or however it may be called. Cacodemon, yes. So about the story, yeah, they give a little bit about, give some hints of this about story in between episodes, but apparently they don't take it very seriously. It's more like something to complete the game, yes, to not make it, I don't like this, to make it complete, yes, just to have an excuse for the game to be as it is. And, oh great, another freaking pit of acid. Is there any way to actually go around this? Like, not have to jump into the freaking pit of acid like a freaking moron, as usual. I think I have no other option but to... What is... Oh, it's that air there. I have no other option but to be a moron or an idiot and just jump into the acid pit. Great, let's do that. So, yeah, they don't... There's not much story-wise, yes, to the game. Like a few words described. I think we read something between the first episode and the second one. Something about the Phobos base. You were supposed to be free, and then you were suddenly on the Deimos base, which is the one where we are now, on the shores of hell. But yeah, I didn't really care much about their the story. Yeah, I think that's okay to focus first on the. Look at this! Oh, a lot of guys in there. Focus first on the gameplay, and then just to make the game a little more complete. Put the story. Not ideal, yes. It does not. That's not what makes a. There's not ambush point here apparently. That's not what makes a masterpiece. Yes, a masterpiece game, because a masterpiece game actually succeeds in all the areas where a game can be developed. What does this do? I have no freaking idea. Probably open some ambush point or something. No, nothing new has been opened here. I'm not going to bother with that. Probably going to stumble upon it at some point. I'm not going there now. I don't like those dark areas. What is in here? Nothing. And some doors with some guys inside, as usual. Yeah, guys, fight each other so I can. Oops, again. So I can actually pick you guys off when you guys are off guard. Should I go? No, let's just go see what else lies over here. Oh look, no personnel allowed. Probably only, yeah, demons. Only monsters and demons are allowed in here. That's okay by me, but I really have to go forward on this. So yeah, so is the fact that don't have a story that I remember. Actually kind of making up my own story when I was a child. Yes, I was actually stimulated by all this mysterious and obscurus. That's not the word I was looking for, but instead let's see if I can find the goddamn word. Ominous. Oh, how the hell did you got lost? Oh, I think they shot you then. That freed you. What do you have? A shotgun. Not ideal, but that's okay. Hang it there. Pesky cat. Okay, where was I? Yeah, you got freed by on your own, but this is probably an ambush point. Yeah, of course it's an ambush point. Oh, look, there's a freaking meatball in here. These guys are very nasty and very damn. Well, just... Wait, has the guy died already? What is his body? No, where the hell has he gone? Is he outside here? No, he's not. I think he got eaten or something, because he completely disappeared out of thin air. Anyway, he only had a shotgun, not that useful, but I just wish it could last a little longer, at least to be useful in any way possible. Yeah, so all this ominous, yes, that's the freaking word I was looking for, ominous scenario and stuff, got my imagination going crazy, especially because on the original game, as I already know, the graphics were low resolution, then it contributes to getting your imagination to fly. Yes, because of all that reasons I've already explained to you, I think. No ambushes? No ambushes so far. Because of all those explanations I already gave you on the previous episodes. Of course. Oh, and there's not only there is a freaking ambush with a lot of enemies in front of me, there is also a freaking piston right over me. What a nasty game, don't you think? Yeah, he agrees or something. Jesus Christ, don't give me a freaking break. Anyway, so what was I? Yeah, I kind of made my own story when I was a child. There's a way to go back, and this does not stop at all. Great. I think I'll pick up this night vision goggle and then go for the dark area right away, because better not to put this to waste. Let's do it. How do I get back there now? Through here, okay. And that's actually interesting, yes, because the less information you get, the more you have to make up on your own. Kind of like I was telling you about the graphics, right? That if you have to, don't have to complete information, you kind of complete yourself. Yes. The same here with the story. They kind of just gave some hints about the story. Oh, there was a super armor. I kind of wasted it. Get out of my face, dudes. Because yeah, I couldn't tell. Shoot, I was pressing the button. I was kind of, where the hell those guys came from? Yeah, let's give those guys some freaking missiles to the face. Because there is a freaking Baron of Hell, I suppose. Is that a Baron of Hell? I don't know, I can't tell. Where the hell did you guys come from? Yeah, probably an ambush spot right here. Is this the one? Yeah, there's another ambush spot here, but I have no idea how do you open that. Or perhaps it's a secret area. I don't know. I'm sure we're going to find out that sooner or later. In a bad way, mind you. Let's not waste this night vision goggle. So let's try and find all the hidden pinkies around the area before we this thing run out of juice, like this one here. Nasty creature, always hungry. And yeah, there's another one there. Two of them, even three. Jesus, dude. Oh wait, this is not just freaking pinkies. There's even a freaking Baron of Hell ready to turn into feed so the pinkies can eat me or something of the sort. Anything? No, nothing important here. So yeah, that's actually a powerful tool. Yes, to make the players make the story for you. You know, just give a hint of what the story may be, and then the players will make the rest of the work. I'm running out of juice here. Better get out of here before I stay in complete darkness, because I'm sure I'm going to find somewhere else some. Oh, look at this. Let's give those guys some grenade. I'm sure I'm going to find elsewhere some night vision go-go. Have I got the... Yeah, there's the bits and pieces of the freaking Caco Demon. There we go. See? I was sure I was going to find another night vision go-go somewhere around the map. There's probably some secrets or perhaps an ambush point in here. But I'm not going to bother with that or waste my time with that. Where was I? Yeah, so it's actually interesting. There are other I don't know, movies, games which has a story a little more developed, yes, but people make even more of the story by their own, yes. Sometimes the fans may even make the story more interesting than it is originally. Now I don't remember what was the story I created for the game when I was a child, but I remember that it was better than the original story. Yes, well, of course, it's my own story. I'm kind of suspicious, yes, to tell about my own story. Of course, I'm going to praise myself, even though I was a child when I created that story. But this guy's a grenade. You are a smart one, yes, to try to run away, but it was not enough. Another freaking visible pink. They're very hard to see when it's in plain sight, and it's even freaking harder when you are in darkness. How great can that be? Anyone else here? There's a freaking here. There's another freaking invisible. There's a lot of guys throwing fireballs. There we go. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Shut up. There are more guys in there. Let's give those guys some grenades. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's actually an interesting tool that can be explored, but it's always better to think of a story yourself, yes, when you are making a game. Otherwise it might end up sounding cheap, even though it is cheap. Yes, when you actually just don't make a proper story and just let people, you know, figure it out. Actually, I now remember a good example of that is that it's a very good game, mind you, but it's a good example of how it works exactly, what I'm trying to tell you. Limbo, yes, or even that, not a sequel, but another game from the same developer. What's the name? Play Dead. What's the name? Inside, yes, very good games. I might end up playing it at some point or in showing you, but they do exactly what I'm telling you. Yes, they actually don't make the story. They let the player create it. A very powerful tool, because nobody can create a story better than you, yes, or a story that you like better than you, yes. So why bother? Yes, just let people, just tease people and let them create the story. That's a interesting tool. Kind of cheap, I think. So it's better for you to actually work your ass off and come up with something interesting and perhaps unique, because nowadays it's hard to come with unique things. I suspect, I don't know, you have to be someone special to make good stories and stuff of the sort, but still it's better to make a more or less story, or a not so new story but still an interesting one, than, you know, just abusing this technique. It's okay, yes, you can go with that, with just giving hints about story, not giving the full side, the full picture, and let they complete the story themselves, yes, a little bit of it at least, yes, because you can't really think of everything yourself, yes, so you might have to indeed something will always be left behind for the player to complete. And that's okay, yes. Exactly like I was telling you about the graphics. Nobody will make a story. I think that grenade landed short, but at least this guy did not die. Even though he had only a rifle, yes. Not very useful. Let's give this guy another grenade and cabo. There we go. Yeah, I gotta love this physics. Very nasty. Anything else in here? No, everybody's dead. That's great. There's something yet to be heard. Yeah, this guy. Don't eat, my friend. Come on, you angry, hungry bastards. I don't need that thing anymore. So let's stay with this because ambushes. No, that's good. What do you have, dude? Another freaking rifle. Oh, a shotgun. I wish you had a chain gun or a plasma rifle, but that's just too much to ask for. Yes. Oh yeah. Actually, ooh, where the hell did you come from? I was actually looking at my clock, and this guy came out of nowhere. The grenade in there. Got him. There we go. Anyone else left alive in here? No, yeah, that's it. Other. Wait, did this guy hit me from that far away? Where was I? Yeah, actually, since I knew nothing about the story, I actually went ahead and read about it on the Wikipedia. Apparently, the story tells that This is the end already? There's still one secret left. And quite a few monsters. That's, if you heard that noise, it was the cat again trying to get in here. Hang it there. Okay, that was just the kitty trying to be a nasty one. Okay, yeah, let's just finish this then. Of course it's not a freaking finish, it's instead of another freaking ambush. This is really a mark for just give them a grenade and get out of the way, please. A mark for doing, you know, to do all this kind of nasty tricks. Yes, where they just place an area which makes you feel very comfortable, very okay. Okay, that's the end. Let's just finish the level, and boom, a freaking ambush to your face. I know I already said that. I know I complain a lot about that. At least they gave us a super charge, yes. But that's really what makes you love this kind of game. I don't know why. Are we kind of masochists or something? Because enjoying this kind of stuff doesn't make much sense. It's a secret to actually be played around like that, you know, to be abused that way. But actually, the way I see it is a challenge. Yes, it's a little more of a game you already like. Because think about it, it's kind of what happens with Dark Souls. Yes, I never really got to play that because you have to use a freaking controller, and I really do not like controllers. Because I never got to use them. No, let's not get into that right now. Yes, I just know that I don't like them. And but from what I've seen, it's kind of what it does to people. Yes, it explores people, it abuses people, and people like it anyway. Oh, look, there are. I think I got everybody in all the secrets, even though there's some guys yet to be killed. Let's just check the map. Any gray areas where I haven't been? Now this is all clear here, very straightforward. How about back here? Yeah, nothing else to see there, so I don't know where are the last guys. There's a spot, yeah, there's this a spot over there. Let's give them a grenade because I know they will be there. There we go. Oh, there was a freaking, yeah, Baron of Hell here. What was I? Yeah, so the story about the game, I think I will not have the time to tell you about that, because we are out of time once more. Freaking hell. No, doesn't this time fly fast? I do believe so. But I do thank you for your time. It came in a convenient moment, as we are about to finish the level. Now hopefully that will not be an ambush again, but I'm going to get prepared just to make sure it's definitely not another freaking ambush. Let's go with this because I have a lot of ammo. Ambush? No, this time around that was the end, and I even got all the freaking items. Jesus Christ. Anyway, as always, I thank you for your time. I hope you come by the next episode so we can see what comes next on the game, and freaking enemies by the beginning of the level. Thank you, Doom. I really love when you do that kind of stuff. Okay, we shall continue on the next episode, and discuss a little more about story, and perhaps tell you what I read about it on the Wikipedia, and then go on with the discussion and the game. So see you by the next episode. Until then.